Hello everyone, this is Raccoon Gaming, and welcome to my very first commentary for this channel. I'm doing this on Company of Heroes Tales of Valor, and it is an awesome real-time strategy game made by Relic and THQ. The reason I'm doing this today is because I was on IGN a few days ago. I learned of the impending release in 2013, maybe not impending, but the future release of Company of Heroes 2. That's right, the sequel to this game, and I am so excited for this. It's ridiculous. I'm just giddy with excitement, even though it's coming out probably next year. Um, they did release a few details about it. It's going to take place on the Eastern Front, and the Russians will be a playable faction. For all of you Eastern Front mod people, you know who you are. The awesome mod that lets you play as the Russians, and maybe soon the Ostier or Ostier or however you pronounce it. Um, really awesome mod. Really a lot of detail put into it. Really good job. And that's one of my favorite mods, but some of my mods were causing conflicts. I had to uninstall them, but oh well. So today's game, I am playing on the map of Egletons or Egletons. I don't even know. Eggleton. I like that. I kind of like that. It makes it sound like a egg person or something. So yeah, let's get into this. I am playing on 250 victory point capture because Company of Heroes, they tend to run extremely long, like an hour long when it's on 500. And none of you want to see that. You don't want to be watching a game for 40 minutes in a row. So I figured I'd just cut it in half, make it 20 minutes. Like the average StarCraft 2 game is about 20 minutes. People normally watch those a decent amount. And speaking of StarCraft 2, I actually do not know if my computer is good enough to run it. So, I did find my copy of StarCraft, the original one, Brood Wars, all that good stuff. And, that's a great game. I forgot how awesome it was, and I also forgot how terrible I was at that game. Because my macro management is just awful. I just get too focused on my troops, keeping them alive, which I don't really do that well anyways. I'm not the best at real-time shooters. I'm mostly a console gamer, mostly because my computer is not the caliber or up to specs with most of these new age games. I'm just using my family computer right here. So I might ask, why are you recording on your family computer or something? Well, really, it's because, I made this channel a while ago intending to release some gameplay and stuff, and it's just been taking me a while to get enough money to get the HD PVR. I've had my eye on the Halbage HD PVR. It costs around like 200 bucks, and that's pretty expensive. I'm almost so close to getting it. I'm at $160 right now. I'm just saving up that extra 40 bucks to bring you, console gameplay, decent console gameplay, like Assassin's Creed, maybe a few new games. I really don't know if there's any new console games coming out. I haven't really checked that out. Um, I do have Dark Souls. I've been wanting to do a playthrough of that for so long, ever since I got the game. Be like, wow, that was an awesome game. I should really, really do a playthrough of this. It's not as hard as everyone says. You just gotta mash the circle button. Um, for those of you who don't know what the circle button does in Dark Souls, if you don't have the game, it's the rolling button. So the equivalent of Dark Souls to any player, of anyone, is just like mash the circle button because you won't get hurt. That's pretty much the basic PvP action. People doing backflips, rolling around, fishing for backstabs. Not great PvP on that game, but nothing's perfect, and that single player is just to die for. I've played that game I'm on my fourth run through, and here I put my MG in this church, and surprisingly enough, it doesn't do anything the whole game. I'm at that awkward point where you're in between that normal is like a cakewalk for you, but hard mode, it's just like impossible. So I don't think you want to see me get like completely owned by a computer. So I'm just gonna play on normal for the time being, maybe practice up a bit, learn some hotkeys. I actually don't play with hotkeys, and I really need to learn them. That's really hindering my game, like having to jump all around the map. click everything. It's awful. I'm gonna turn off the fog of war here because I have no idea what my opponent's doing. And he's doing nothing right now. He's just chilling out in the back, securing some stuff with a mortar team, you know, because you know riflemen certainly don't have a 120 cap rate. Ugh. He's got his weapon support up there, so I guess he's skipping to a second tier. That's not really a great idea because, you know, getting all the map control. I mean, you're not getting those riflemen as the Americans, which are the really deciding factor of the Americans, is being able to cap anywhere on the map, anytime you want, because they have that 120% cap rate. Here I'm engaging these Volks, not Volks, these engineers with my Volks. And, you know, that's really not going to end up well for them. They really need more troops on the field to counter me. But they do have that mortar shooting at me. That's why, and this is why I love Company of Heroes. It's like this awesome looking combat. It's like everyone's running all over the place, you know, they'll get hit by a mortar, they'll dive into cover. Not, I was going to say jump into cover, but they actually literally do a dolphin dive into the cover. So, you know, here I'm upgrading to a skirmish phase, upgrading my units to veterancy, just capping basic fuel points because the Wehrmacht army runs on fuel. Like everything in the Wehrmacht costs fuel. You wanna vet your units up, costs fuel. You wanna upgrade to skirmish phase, costs fuel. You wanna build half track, costs fuel. Everything needs fuel. Oh my god. I cannot stress the importance of fuel while you're playing the Wehrmacht.